This might not have occurred to you quite like this, but you absolutely have to have what I'm getting ready to talk about. Stay tuned. I'll explain everything.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I'm your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. And in this podcast, we're going to talk about proof, promise, plan. Proof, promise, plan. Now, we say this in business. Every single company, every single business that sells a product and sells a service to a customer, you have to have proof, promise, and a plan in order for the customer to be convinced to buy that product or buy that service. You got to have a proof, promise, plan. Now, I mean, think about it. Just think about think about anything. Think about Mary Kay makeup. I'm showing proof that it works. I promise it's going to make your skin flawless and smooth. And here's the plan on how to do that. You're going to apply it like this. You're going to get this color. You're going to apply it with this applicator, like this sponge or a brush, and it's going to turn out looking like this. And think about anything. Think about a car. When you go to buy a car, think about an online Bible course. There's a million gajillion businesses and products in the world, and there are entrepreneurs, and any entrepreneur knows, any business owner knows, they sell products or services to a customer. They have to have a proof, a promise, and a plan. And nobody embodies this better than Code Red. Nobody, really, any weight loss company out there. But I was going to say any weight loss. Let me finish my sentence. Any weight loss company out there needs to have proof, promise, plan, but nobody does it better than Code Red. Nobody does it better than Code Red. And I'm going to prove it to you. Now, we start off with proof. I have been posting a before and after picture every single day for the past 8 years, ever since 2016, probably even before that, because I was posting online before 2016, but I met Natasha on April 5th, 2016. And that was 8.5 years ago from the time that I'm recording this. And Natasha helped me completely turn around Code Red, and she made me into a multi-million-dollar company. She actually helped me hit my first million in the first year, and then I hit 10 million a year 3 years later. And so Natasha helped me first hit that first million, and then James helped me hit that 10 million mark. And I have been posting before and after pictures every single day for 8.5 years. I have never missed one single photo. And I have always been able to prove how real food, water, and sleep is working. Always with a phone. And then these are photos, by the way, that people send to us. I don't take these. People steal my photos all the time. Companies steal my photos all the time. And if it gets bad enough, and if it's blatant enough, I will sue them. I will send them a cease and desist letter, something like that. But I always show proof of the plan. And it's not just a before and after picture. There's a photo that we use for our marketing that is a DEXA scan of a lady who shows before and after Code Red. And it's an actual DEXA scan of this lady's body, of what she looked like before and after Code Red. And it's astonishing when you see the amount of body fat that has been reduced just from real food, water, and sleep. There's also a photo that we posted, and these are just ones off the top of my head. There's just one lady that had horrible eczema and rosacea on her face, horrible acne, cystic acne, and it's just the face side by side before and after Code Red. And I think I always use the caption something like, not all victories happen on the scale. And it's this lady is completely clear face just from cleaning up her diet, just from eliminating sugar, just from eliminating grains and wheat, just from going with meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, seeds, seafoods, and fat, water, sleep. no alcohol, no shakes, no pills, no diet foods, no exercise, but no alcohol, no sugar, no grains, no highly inflammatory foods. And so you want to show proof in all kinds of ways. You don't just want to show what the scale looks like. You want to show actual tape measurements. You want to show dress size differences, clothing size differences. You want to show the reduction of medication. Code Red can prove with blood work how the A1C has come down, how the fasting glucose has come down. When you get on the proper human diet, then your blood sugars are not through the roof. And anytime you eat anything, your blood sugar is going to go up, but it comes right back down. I mean, if your blood sugar is going to go, you're going to get a bump in blood sugar even if you eat an avocado, and then it's going to come right back down. Because so your body does require a little bit of insulin to bring that blood sugar down. That's just a normal functioning of a body, and there's nothing wrong with that because the insulin is going to open up the cell and have the nutrients go in. So you need a little bit of insulin. You just don't need a lot for a long amount of time. But if you have Captain Crunch, you're going to get a humongous spike, and then it's going to take a long time to come back down. So now your pancreas is getting beat up for a long time because it's having to release loads of insulin to bring that blood sugar down, and it's coming down slowly. It's really, really difficult to bring your blood sugar down after Captain Crunch. So we like to show blood work results. We like to show the difference in clothing. I love those photos where you got someone or someone holds up a pair of jeans and they say, this was my jeans then, and these are my jeans now. We show clear skin. We show a reduction in tummy size. There's a lot of different ways that you can show proof. There's the pain. There's people that do not have pain anymore in their hands and knees. They don't have migraines anymore. We have loads of podcasts out there where I've had guests on who no longer battle with debilitating migraines and headaches that they have had for years and decades, their entire life. And then getting on Code Red, they don't have them anymore. I mean, you heard that in the Code Red Diaries of Madness documentary from Brian Street, one of my 3 people that I used to feature on the film. He wanted out of those headaches, and only 30 days on Code Red, he no longer had headaches. He no longer got headaches and backaches. He no longer took loads of ibuprofen. He didn't have those problems anymore. And so there are many ways to prove the program works. There are many ways to prove whatever program, whatever business, whatever product, you have to show proof. And no one shows proof better than Code Red because people don't believe what they hear. They believe what they see. They have to actually see it. They have to see the blood work results. They have to see the gene sizes. They have to see the fact they have to watch somebody get up off the floor when before they couldn't get up off the floor at all. They have to see the side-by-side photos. They have to see the cleared up acne. They have to see it because anybody can say anything at any time. And we're so conditioned in our society to not believe anything. I wish we would quit listening to the mainstream news media. They're always lying to us. Lord have mercy. It's just such a racket. It's crazy. There's such a tapestry of lies that they weave. And so we are always looking for proof. You have to show proof that your product works and proof of what your product is going to do. And then you make a promise. So my promise is I created a nutrition program that enables people to lose 10% of their body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. That's my promise. Now, legally, I don't know if I can say promise, but I'm going to say promise. I can't guarantee it because I'm not sleeping in these people's houses. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're really doing. And people lie all the time. They lie. They lie like crazy. They lie like dogs, let me tell you. And they're like, I'm doing the program. No, you're not, Karen. You're not. Yeah, you're eating your Code Red foods, but you're also having Costco pizza. You're also having caramel macchiato and a cake pop. You're also having a bites, a licks, a nibbles, a taste. You're having little things here or there. You're eating your Code Red food, but you're eating other crap food too. You're having a bite of your child's macaroni and cheese. You're having that stuff. So you're not doing the program, you're cheating. And so you have to give people a promise that this is what they can accomplish if they try your product or your service. This is what's going to happen. You are going to, and I mean, I 100% believe in this approach if you are selling a product or a service. It's just in today's world, you can't convince the customer. It's hard to get money from people. During the Trump years, during the 2016 through 2020, we were all making money hand over fist. The economy was better. We were safer. Everything was better 2016 through 2020. 2020 through 2024, absolutely horrible. Society is crumbling a little more every day. It's been absolutely crippling. The cost of groceries, the cost of living, the cost of gas, everything has gone up substantially. Everybody is suffocating under this administration. But back in the day, we could make money fairly easily. Now it's much, much, much harder to make money than it was back then. And so you really have to give people a very clear promise of what they're going to get. I get hit up all the time for people who want to do marketing for Code Red, or they want to run ads for Code Red, or they want to try to increase business, and they're always trying to, and they say, like, they'll say, we can increase your conversion by X percent. I'm like, well, show me where you did that with another company. Oh, well, we're a fairly new company. I'm like, you got to have a proof promise plan. I got to see proof. All right. I can't invest thousands of dollars with you if it is not, if I can't have that proof and that promise. What are you going to be able to do for me in order to make this money worth it? And what is the plan moving forward? I mean, it's got to be a clear-cut way to accomplish it. And if it's not, I'm not going to do it. I mean, same thing as a business owner. And there's always these products I'm being pitched all the time, and services I'm being pitched all the time. And they say it's going to work, and I don't know. I don't see the proof, or they don't make a clear promise. You got to have a promise. You have to be able to present people exactly what you're going to do for them. Exactly what you're going to do for them. Like in the 10-pound takedown, you lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Does it get any more clear than that? Absolutely not. 10 pounds in 30 days by following a very simple food list, tracking your water, your weight, and your sleep, and following 10 simple rules. That's it. 10 pounds in 30 days without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. Like, I cannot get more clear than that. I'm so crystal clear. My team calls it Cristy clear. It is so Cristy clear. And then, of course, with our customized program, that's when you get up to the 10% amount of your body weight. That's the amount of your body weight you can lose per month on a customized plan. And you can get a customized plan for free, or it comes along with the VIP membership. VIP is the way to go because it's $397 a month, and you get every single thing you need: daily messages from your coach, weekly meetings with your coach, turning in your weight every day with your coach. You're doing all these things, and you get also a customized program. It's every single thing you need. And so that's where you can get that 10% mark, because then we're really honing in. We're really dialing you in. We're dialing you in exactly when you should eat, exactly what you should eat, exactly how much you should eat, how much water you should drink. What's the timing of your meals? We dial in everything, and we hold your hand the whole way. So you can't help but be successful, depending on how bad you want it. Of course, you're cheating. If you're cheating, I can't do anything about that. I cannot sleep on your couch, and I can't knock the food out of your hand when you come down and try to get something out of the fridge at 11:30 at night. I can't do that. But I'm doing everything I can except for sleeping on your couch with VIP. I'm giving you every single thing you need. And the rest is up to you. Do you want it? Do you want it bad enough? Are you sick of being fat? If you are, there's nobody better at getting weight off of people than me. Proof, promise, plan. So we got proof, tons and tons, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of visual proof through pictures, through blood work, through testimonials, through video testimonials. We have so much proof coming out of our eyeballs. And then we have a promise. We know a very clear-cut promise that we can make, even with our 7-day total body reset. Even with we have 3 different kind of programs. There's a lot of different ways you can enter Code Red. You can enter through the book. You can enter through the documentary. You can enter through the 10-pound takedown. You can enter through the 7-day total body reset. You can enter through VIP. There's a lot of different ways to enter and find Code Red and start Code Red. But we give you a promise, and we're always very clear that you are going to accomplish X in X amount of time if you do X. That's your promise. And then there has to be a plan forward. Proof, promise, plan. That plan is also very, very, very clear. I'm a stickler on things being very clear. And I've never strayed from that in all the years I've been doing Code Red. I've stayed in my lane. I've done things the same way and I've used the same terminology. I've said it in the same exact way. That's why when people get offended at me, it's like, you're just now getting offended. I've never changed the way that I've been. I'm not any different in over the past 10 years. I'm not any different. I'm the same exact person, probably a little softer than I've been over the, back in the day. I was really, we called it hard code red hardcore for a reason, because I was very, very, very militant with my people. And I would get really upset with them. I get physically mad when they did not do the program. And I just realized that only makes me upset. That's not actually helping them. They don't want it. Why do I want it more than them? And I always want it more than the clients. I always want it more than the clients. So it was making me have less peace when I would get angry with my clients. And so I don't get angry anymore. But I'm still the same way. I still come at you with the same approach, and I use the same terminology in the same sentences, the same catchphrases. I use the same thing over and over because the plan doesn't change. You're never going to hear me stray away from real food, water, and sleep. That's the proper human diet. That's exactly what humans were created to live like. What name a time that hungry man dinners and cake pops are going to be that's going to be what you should eat over steak and eggs. Come on. Tell me a time where that's going to be what you should have over vegetables and over asparagus and cream cheese and cottage cheese and pork chops and bacon and avocados. Tell me a time where the Costco lasagna is going to be a better option than ribeye. Never. It'll never be a better option. It's always going to be real food. It's always going to be your water, and it's always going to be prioritizing sleep. That will never change. And I've never changed my stance on that in 10 years. And I'll always stick with the same terminology. That'll never change. It just won't. It'll always be real food, water, and sleep. And so I give people a very clear plan, whether they do the 7-day total body reset, which is 7 days of very specific videos. That's for people who are lower than rock bottom, like really, 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 really low and having a hard time even getting out of bed. People that they have to reach up to touch the bottom. They're lower than bottom. They're below rock bottom. And that's some people that are just really dealing with some serious stuff and they can't even begin to even get started. That's the most beginning entry point of Code Red. And so the 7-day total body reset, you can find that, by the way, by going to coderedlifestyle.com/reset. And I think it's $17 or something to start. And it's a whole fresh set of videos that are designed to get you out of that hole of depression that you're in and to get you just lifting your head up and taking one step. It's a very, very basic program. It's for the lowest of the low, when people are at the lowest of the low. We've all been there, by the way. And so even that has a very clear plan of how you proceed. And the 10-pound takedown has a very clear plan of how you proceed. I have daily live videos. We interact with the group. We do homework on the weekends. You're going to track your water, your weight, and your sleep every day on a tracking sheet. You're going to follow this side of the food list and avoid this side of the food list. It's black and white. It's very, very, very clear. There are 10 simple rules. That's it. You don't want to overcomplicate the 10-pound takedown. You don't want to dive deeper. People always in the 10-pound takedown will say, like, can we have this or can we have that? Can I have kombucha? And what about beets? And like, look, I've given you just enough information to have you lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Because I'm taking people from standard American diet to Code Red. And if we make it too complicated, they're going to give up. We have to make it simple for people. It's a very clear plan. And everybody on staff, all the mentors, all the coaches, everybody knows the rules. We've all memorized every aspect of the 10-pound takedown. We know it frontwards and backwards. And even a lot of our clients that we do that do challenge, we call them challenge hoppers. They just challenge hop from challenge to challenge because we do a challenge every other month. So we're doing 6 a year. Even our challenge hoppers know how to they know code red sometimes better than our mentors. And so we know they know what to do, and they know how to, and because we say the same thing, we use the same sentences, we use the same terminology, we use the same we say things in a certain way because the coaches have a coaching manual, by the way, and everybody is has to use the same phrases because I don't want there to ever be any confusion on the plan moving forward. We're consistent in everything we say with code red. And then when you've completed the 10-pound takedown, we move you into VIP. VIP is $397 a month, and that gets you a customized plan. And we talked about this. I talked about this a few minutes ago. And that gives you contact. It's small group coaching with a coach. It's hand holding from a coach. It's daily contact from your coach. It's very, 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 very hands on, and it's huge accountability. And it's super clear. The email that you get from me when you first fill out your paperwork, and I write, because yes, I write them all myself, I write your home study program. That email is very clear. It's spaced out with little bullet points. It's got some bold letters. It's underlined. It's like you do this, and then you do this, and then you do that. There's no mistaking what you do. It's a very clear plan. There's no ish kind of no. In fact, the coaches know in their coaching manuals, like when they go to get somebody, if somebody contacts us in the coaching group and they're like, hey, I've got a customized program, I'm stuck, my weight hasn't budged in X amount of time. We have a very clear protocol on exactly step one, step two, step three, step two. I mean, it's like freaking Apollo 13, okay? Like we don't, or Apollo 11, there's a certain protocol to get those astronauts back to Earth. We have a protocol for everything. I have worked out over the last 10 years a protocol for everything, every single aspect, every every problem you'll run into, every hiccup, every roadblock, every speed bump, everything that's going to happen to you in Code Red as a client, we have a protocol for it. And it's clearly lined out in the coaching manual. So if the coaches see it before I do, it's step 1, bam, step 2, bam, step 3, bam. Even customer service. When we train customer service reps, we have a very low turnover rate at Code Red. Even customer service reps, when we train them, we have a customer service manual. And there's a very clear protocol on how to handle customer service tickets. We don't use an email, by the way. So if you try to email support@coderedlifestyle.com, it's going to bounce back to you with a message saying, please, we don't monitor this email box. Please fill out a ticket by clicking here. We use a ticketing system. That way, whatever customer service rep is on staff doing their shift at that time, because we work 7 days a week, they will get that ticket and they'll answer your question. But it's a very clear protocol on how to handle everything. We leave no stone unturned. You have to have a clear plan for people. You don't want people to wonder what's next. You don't want people to wonder what to do. You don't want them waking up in the morning not having like, well, I don't know what to. No, you got to pre-plan, pre-measure, and pre-log your food. It's very clearly done. It's all really clear. When I was training for my bodybuilding comeback and I did that show in April of 2023, the Emerald Cup, the one that you saw in my documentary. The only thing I did not like about my coach, Eric, was that he wasn't clear about the next step. And I was always wondering, he would tell me right before he needed me to do something. My new coach now, she tells me in advance what we're going to do. We're going to do this, and then we're going to move into that direction, and then we're going to move into that direction. And it's all laid out very clear. I'm a person that needs to know ahead of time what I'm going to do. I can't fly by the seat of my pants and just like, well, just trust me. I'm your coach. I didn't know that. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like how we did that. Even when I would work out with him, when I would train with him, I didn't know how many sets, how many reps, what the weight was going to be. My new trainer, Corey, he'll say, okay, we're doing drop sets here. We're doing clusters here with a 6-second break in between. We're doing one hard set, full range of motion for 10 reps. Okay, here we're doing 8 reps and then for half reps. Like he'll always tell me ahead of time because I can get my head wrapped around it ahead of time. And whether that's just his coaching style, that's Eric's coaching style. I don't like Eric's coaching style in that aspect. I love Eric, but I like the way Corey trains me better. I like his training style better because I like to know. And then my prep coach, Lexi, same thing. She will tell me ahead of time what we're getting ready to do. And it's really nice. I really, really like it. Proof, promise, plan. Every single business owner knows this. It's not controversial. We have, in order for you to be successful in the business world, a successful entrepreneur and make any kind of money, reach millions and make millions, whatever your goal is, to be successful at all, you have to have proof, promise, plan. You have to be able to deliver this and show the customer that that's what they're getting with the product when they spend their hard-earned money on you. They have to know what they're getting ahead of time. And it needs to be clear as day. No guesswork, no kind of, no ish, well, maybe, well, sort of. Nobody needs that crap. There's too much of those unknowns in life. It would be really nice to walk into a weight loss program and know that by Christmas, I'm going to be at 171 and I'm starting at 211. I'm just making those numbers up because I don't even know. I can't, But it's really easy to do the math of 10% of your body weight off every month. It's really easy to do that math because most people can accomplish their goal in 90 days. And that doesn't mean that all you need is 90 days because you need a lot more coaching. But we can get that weight off of you, almost everybody, in 90 days if they don't screw around. Most people screw around, which I can't even begin to wrap my head around that. Why would you say you want a different life and then I give you a proof, promise, plan, and then you still screw around? I just don't get that. I don't understand. Every business owner knows you have to have proof, promise, plan. You have to be able to show people what they're going to get. You have to be able to prove it to them. You need to be able to say, this is the promise and this is the plan moving forward. Do you want in? Yes or no? And the average person watches me for 8 months before diving in with Code Red, which is absurd to me because it's real food, water, and sleep. It's not Ozempic shots, which have been shown in rats to create thyroid cancer. That just came out here last week. Like you run the risk of gastroparesis, stomach paralysis. You're losing 60% of your weight is muscle loss. So it's not like you're making a life-altering decision like that. It's making a decision whether to have eggs and bacon in the morning instead of toast. It's making a decision to stop eating by 6 instead of pushing your food into 8:30, 9 p.m. at night because you're trying to deal with your bull crap by filling your void with food and numbing with food. It's foregoing the alcohol because it's basically poisoning you. It's making the decision to not have copious amounts of coffee, but have 2 cups a day and then switch to your water. It's not that hard. People watch me for a long time. And I don't think it's that they don't trust me, it's that they don't trust them because they've had so many failed diets. But I can prove it to them. Proof, promise, plan. I have what they need. I have Code Red embodies proof, promise, plan better than anybody. Show me a company that does a better job. You cannot show me one. There is no company that lives this credo better than proof, promise, plan, better than Code Red. There isn't one out there. Because I'm really, really, really clear on what we can do, how we deliver that, and moving forward, what you need to do in order to achieve that. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle Proof, Promise, Plan. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you are looking for some hardcore accountability to get and keep this weight off, look no further because I've got VIP Connection. This is the ultimate connection to me, just short of me sleeping on your couch. You're going to get 3 daily messages from me in real time directly to you. You're going to submit your weight every Friday. We're going to go over it in a weekly meeting on Sunday nights, and I'm going to give you feedback. You'll have access to a monthly VIP breakfast with me in Boise, a monthly VIP supplement box, access to any workshop, any PDF promo that I hold for that month. You'll have access to the Ringside membership, And best of all, you'll have a fully customized nutrition program written just for you. We're talking about over $3,000 total value for $397 a month, and you can cancel anytime. Go to coderedlifestyle.com/VIP to check that out.